African American Buffalo Soldiers. Let's talk about the Buffalo Soldiers. There's a whole bunch right here. 9th Cavalry Company E on the way to the Philippine War in 1900. In 1866, Congress created separate regiments for African Americans in the Army, adopted the nickname, quote, Buffalo Soldiers, unquote, given to them by the Native Americans. They fought on the western frontier, meaning they fought the Native Americans because us white folks were not good at the Southwest and the desert climate and the mountains. We didn't know the terrain. So we trained somebody else to fight. Look it up. Recognition of the, quote, Buffalo Soldiers, unquote, was at its peak in 1898 after they drove the Spanish from their entrenchments in Cuba alongside Lieutenant Colonel Theodore Roosevelt's, quote, Rough Riders, unquote. Black troops were a source of pride for African Americans during the long era of racial segregation. Soldiers from all 4 African American regiments passed through the Presidio on their way to and from the Philippine War in 1899. Upon returning from Philippines in 1902, African American 9th Cavalry Troop were posted at the Presidio for 2 years. In the summer of 1903, 9th Cavalry Troop patrolled Yosemite, Sequoia, and Kings Canyon National Parks before the creation of National Park Service. There are 450 African American Buffalo Soldiers buried here in the National Cemetery, which from here, Golden Gate Bridge is there. National Cemetery is right there in those bushes. Ask for the horse stables. Everybody knows where the horse stables are at. These are the horse stables. But there's the horses. There's one right there between the tree watching us. So ask for the horse stables. Everybody knows where it's at. They might not know about Buffalo Soldiers. Or you can ask for the National Cemetery, which is just past that. That's the National Cemetery for anybody that can see that. So, Buffalo Soldiers were created to go through the fake Indian wars that Kit Carson couldn't fix. Then they helped make Yosemite, Sequoia, build all the paths, slave labor into our first National Park Services. Blue, let's go left, please. They helped with the Philippine War, and they were stationed here in the Presidio for 2 years. Look up Buffalo Soldiers. Look up fake Indian wars. American history at its finest.